Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Carol Clark. I'm a Essex County freeholder. I represent the 3rd Freeholder District, but basketball is in my DNA, especially when it comes to girls basketball, women's basketball, because I've had the privilege, I call it a privilege, and the pleasure of having coached at the high school and collegiate, AAU, and youth games level of basketball. And I say it every time I rise to give this young lady and her team an award. I did not have the privilege of coaching her in high school. I did not have the privilege of coaching her in college when she was a standout at in the CIAA. But I did have the privilege of coaching her in summer league, in something called the Rucker League. I don't know, you're not old enough to know what the Holcomb Rucker League basketball was all about, but yes. Coach Johnson and your coaches know what the Rucker League was all about. And when she was a little tot and she had her pigtails, I would go pick her and another legend from Newark, Rosetta Guilford. I'd pick them up, pile them into my Datsun along with my kids, Tracy Brown, who's now a minister, and a few other folks, and we would go over to New York to represent. Because of course back then they'd say to you that you couldn't really play unless you could go over to New York and play at either the Rucker or West 4th Street. That's when you knew that you could really get it done. And there was no quit in your coach. So it doesn't surprise me at all that she has gone on to become the outstanding coach and mentor that she has gone on to become, and the legend in the sport that she has become. So, without further ado, my colleagues are going to join me, Freeholder Johnson and Freeholder Owens. And we'll just call this deja vu. I've long called the tournament the Shabazz invitation. But the reason I say that is not to be snippet, but because you guys just managed to make your way back there time and time again. And not only do you make your way back there, but you somehow managed to win it. The 2014 Malcolm X Shabazz High School girls basketball team is the #1 girls basketball team in the state of New Jersey and the team of the year. They're state champions and tournament of champions again. The Lady Bulldogs defeated Arts High School, Bloomfield Tech, and then New Providence en route to the North Jersey Section 2 Group 1 Sectional Championship, before going on to defeat Midland Park and then Haddon Township 80-49 on March 16th to capture the Group 1 State Championship, which is, by the way, their 7th consecutive. There's something complete about that number 7, is it? Their 7th consecutive state championship. The Lady Bulldogs then entered the Tournament of Champions, where they first defeated St. Rose and then Manasquan 69-55 on March 24th to capture their 2nd consecutive Tournament of Champions title and their 6th Tournament of Champions title all overall. Now, in doing that, they made history on 2 fronts. First, they're the first team. Well, it's only the first time in the 26-year history of the Tournament of Champions that a team has won the Tournament of Champions title twice. And to my knowledge, you guys might be the only team to have done it twice, you know, not 4 times, but twice, then a hiatus, and then twice again. So let's hear it for that. You know, you began this journey, I guess, with back-to-back TOCs in 2002 and 2003. And then you're doing it again in 2013, 2014. It's interesting, Vanessa, because I became a freeholder back then when you were first starting your run to just preeminence in the state. This year, 12 years later, I'll be retiring from the Freeholder Board. This is my last year as an Essex County freeholder. So this is the last time that I'll have the privilege of standing here and presenting this award to you guys. But I just want you to know that it has been nothing short of a spectacular ride. From T. Ajivon to my buddy that went on to Old Dominion, who was it? He went on to ODU, to watching my baby there at Pitt, to being able to watch you guys, and hopefully, Zaire, we're gonna watch you running up and down the court, and I'm gonna say, oh, I know that kid. That's a Jersey kid. I was clapping for Lauren when she hit that big 3, that dagger. That's a Jersey, that's an Essex County kid. I'm just excited to see you do well. And I'll be looking at the TV screen, fellas, because I want to see you too. I want to see you doing well. Because it does our hearts good when our children do well. That's what we live for, those opportunities to see you do well. So, I'm going to ask at this point in time for the engineer, the architect, to come and join me, stand next to me. Will you please give it up for the coach of the century, Vanessa Watson. Phenomenal woman, that's her. Phenomenal, that's Vanessa Watson. The Lady Bulldogs finished their season with an incredible record of 33 wins with only 1 loss. They also went undefeated in the Super Essex Conference, 12-0, and won their 6th straight Essex County Tournament of Champions. It's 17th overall and 12th in the last 13 years. Shabazz, which has set the standard for excellence in girls basketball for years, previously won Group 3 state championships in 83, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2008, and 2009. They then moved to Group 2, where they won 4 consecutive state championships in 2001 through 2013. And then this year, its first year in Group 1, they again won the state championship. The team finished the season ranked by the Star-Ledger as the #1 team in New Jersey and the #4 team in all of the United States of America. The team further was recognized by honors bestowed upon 3 individual players by the Star-Ledger. Zaire O'Neal was named to the first team All-State and All-Conference. Danya Kleine was named to the first team All-Seniors, All-Conference. And Deasia Jones was named to the second team All-Seniors and All-Conference. So at this point, Coach Watson, it's truly our pleasure and an honor to present you Freeholder Owens and Freeholder Johnson will come up to help me make this presentation. It's our honor and our pleasure to present you with this commendation from the Freeholder Board on behalf of your team for your outstanding season and for winning both the 2014 Group 1 State Championship and the Tournament of Champions. Congratulations. Coach, at this time, I'm going to turn over the microphone to you, and I'm going to ask you to say what you would like to say in your own way, and also to call up the young ladies individually so that we can hand out their recognition. Coach Vanessa Watson, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you to the county freeholders. You know, it gives us great honor to come here and be recognized by you, to know that we have the support of our freeholders, we have the support of our city, you know, our county and all. We put a lot of time in, and it just proves that hard work does pay off. You know, I'm very excited for the East Side team. You know, we were there rooting for you. We're very proud of what you've accomplished. The first time I saw your team play, it scared me. They look so good. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing, because only great things are going to come out of it. So congratulations to you. You know, I like to say to my girls, they spend a lot of time with me, and it's not always enjoyable, but when it gets to this point, it's usually the time when I kind of have made believers out of them. You know, sometimes it takes just as much. You know, you're grinding every day. You know, you have to be the bad guy in the gym. You know, but in the end, when it's all done and they all want to jump all over you and hug you, it's like, okay, I think they got it now. So I'm real proud of them. I'm real proud that, you know, they tough it out, they grow, they learn, and they do get that opportunity to move on. I always want to feel like they're prepared when they go to that next level. You know, it makes me feel good as a coach when a player calls me back and say, Coach, thanks a lot, because I can handle this now. You really prepared me. So that's really what it's all about, you know, preparing them for the next level. And when you put the time in, you know, the championships are the bonus. You want to be in the big game. You want to get the kind of recognition that college coaches want to see, and you have to, a lot of times, get to that big game in order to get that. So that's the ultimate goal. And I'm proud of them. We have a lot of seniors this year. This is the largest senior class I've ever had. But we have 8 seniors, and we kind of running 8 for 8 right now. We're getting them in school, so that's a good feeling. I'd like to bring up my assistant coach, Jania Sims, who is a former player of Shabazz, who did go on to Pitt, University of Pitt. It took a lot of years. It took a lot of years for me to get a player to come back. You know, I've had a lot of great players, and I always say to them, when is somebody going to come back and help? And they like, we don't want to do that kind of work, you know. But because they understand the time it takes. But, you know, Jay was always one of my specials, and I never had a problem telling my players that, because I would still kick on her too. So they couldn't even be upset with it, because it was never any favoritism. But, you know, she pushed, and I was really happy for her to come back, and she's going to make a great coach. You know, she's on the floor with the kids. She can get out there and beat up on them for me and all that good stuff. So it's very inspiring for them to have a young coach like her to get out on the floor and teach them some skills. So, you know, she's been a great addition, and like I said, she's going to make a great head coach. So, right now I'd like to bring up the team. I'll start with the younger players. We didn't have any freshmen on our team for the last couple of years, which is a little scary, but we're working on that. But we did have one sophomore, Kayleen Ocasio, sophomore. Our juniors, Alquanisha Loyal, Asitra Robinson, Ivana Negron, juniors, and our seniors, Brianna Franklin, Sayana Williams, Rakaya Abdullah, Naquasia Rattray, Danye Kleiny, Deasia Jones, and Zaire O'Neal. It's been a real joy to see these girls come together as a team, to respect each other and enjoy being out there together. And they've made their city, their school very proud.
Okay. Before we go into the photos, Zaire's going to speak for the team. So the microphone, young lady, is yours now.
On behalf of my team, I would like to thank the Freeholders for allowing us to be here with you guys. We enjoy coming every year. Congratulations to Eastside Boys on winning the state championship and making it to the TOC. Thank you to Coach Watson for everything that you have done over the years, especially for the seniors. It's a lot of us, and we know at times we can be difficult kids, but you have worked with us and never gave up on us. Thanks for assistant coach who is a college player and just trying to give us the steps to thrive in college like she did. And just thanks for everybody who supports us every year. And all because at times we do have people who want us to lose, but it's good to know that we do have people on our side. Thank you.
Before we get to the photographs, Freeholder Johnson has a word that he wants to say because he has a special relationship, I think, with Zaire and her family.
I just wanted to take a moment to say I know Yogi is very, very proud of this moment. I watched you through the 6 all the way up. And you know I coached your father when he was young down in higher court, right? You know, and I tried to keep him out of trouble. I tried to keep him toward the basketball because I knew that would help him to get out of this city. But I am very proud of you, and I know he's looking down on you. And you know, you're doing the things that he would want you to do. So God bless you, God bless you, God bless you.
And Freeholder Owens is no stranger to the city of Newark, and I know he has a word that he wants to say.
Congratulations first, but Sister Watson and I go to the same church. And Metropolitan Baptist Church is also very proud of you. They come in every year, the whole team, and we give them celebrations. But I also want to say last year I did something good for the school. I got you guys to San Francisco, right? All right. Keep going, keep on. And what frightens me is that they don't somebody, one of these colleges don't come and take you away from us, you know? They don't have to, right? Thank you very much.